come here. I'm going to virtually hold your shoulder as I say this. I don't care who you vote for because it does not bother me whether you vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. It affects me none because you're your own people and you're making your own choices. You're going based off of information you find about both parties and you're coming to a decision. Whether if it's the right one or the wrong one, we won't really know until the next 4 years go by and we all collectively understand somebody was lying to us for a vote. And that's the damn shame that we keep having to repeat because we're in a cycle of complete ineptitude. And what's funny about what I just said is that there's nothing wrong with it. Now, somebody's going to try to make something wrong with that. And to you individuals that try it, my rebuttal is, why are you so mad that I don't care who any of you vote for? It bothers me not that you're coming to your informed decisions to make whatever decision you want. It's completely rational to understand that in this weird, large country we live in, that many people have different agreements or alignments or talking points when it comes to political takes. And that's fine. Burning people at the stake for it is completely pointless. Now, there are some things we're going to have to all agree on collectively in regards to the actions of some people who think it's okay to have attractions to children. I'm not really interested in arguing with anybody who's in favor of that. You're weird. Go burn yourself at the stake. But when I say these things and I realize I'm coming from a rational place, I am then met with people who seemingly don't get that you could have friends, bystanders, or even family members who could think differently from you in terms of anything political. And instead of thinking rationally about it, they do things like this.
So, who else has lost their family to Trump? I had this horrible conversation with my dad. My sister-in-law, they're still, after all this shit, they're still Trump supporters. And it's like, how can I respect you? How can I respect you if you are still a Trump supporter when you have a daughter and a great-granddaughter? Fuck off, right? I share with my dad that his dad did bad things to me. And that, I was really grossed out about the fact that, like, his eldest sister, like, got married at 16 because, you know, and that my granddad was 32 and my grandma was 14 or something. I was like, that's so gross. You know what my dad's response was? Thumb up. And then he erased that thumbs up. That's all he responded with. But, yeah, he's a Trump supporter. How has Trump stolen my family from me? I don't think I can talk to my dad or my sister-in-law or my brother ever again because they believe in this gross human. He's so gross. I mean, he's raped 13-year-olds. He's a grifter. This is long before he got into politics. He's just been a gross human. It's well documented. It's decades. Open your fucking eyes. It's like we've known this all our whole lives. Anybody who's smart knows that Donald Trump is like the grossest human on the planet. And you're going to choose him over your child?
Oh my God, you guys. I have such a traumatizing story to tell you. I was on the phone with one of my friends and we started talking about the election and he sat there and said, I don't care about any of that shit. I'm voting for Trump. And I gasped. And then I said, I don't care because I don't. Congratulations. You have reasons for why you're voting for Trump. I asked and he said, yo, basically, I don't want my future 401k getting violated and vandalized to where I don't have anything or I'm losing money. And I heard that and I said, cool. Ain't nothing for me to rebuttal about. You worried about your money in the long term. Perfect. If you think Donald Trump is the guy who'll help you out with that, cool. Go vote for him. If you think that's good, cool. If you think Kamala could do something about all this price gouging, even though she should have done something about it in these 4 years, and I don't know why she's making that a selling point for a campaign now, other than, hey, there's a lot of rising prices and a lot of things. Cool. Vote for her. If you think that's the greatest option, do it. I'm not mad at none of y'all for this, but when we gotta sit here and we gotta cry and we gotta pretend as if the world is ending because people disagree with us on who to vote for, I'm sorry. Life is not this big random echo chamber y'all think it is. It's a lot of conversations going on. It's a lot of nuance. It's a lot of thought-provoking conversations that could sway a lot of people's opinions. But because that's boring as all fuck, we gotta sensationalize everything as if we all just got stabbed in the back because somebody's doing something we don't like politically. Oh my God, we're all still living in the country and we're all gonna get butt fucked by paying taxes to the IRS for the rest of our lives. What a shocker. But when I see this, I'm just confused because you're never supposed to make it this big of a deal. You just talk to your parents and understand their points. And maybe with conversations from you and maybe some other people who actually know how to have political discourse, maybe some opinions could be swayed. Maybe a vote won't be changed, but at least a little bit of understanding. Not bending over and just agreeing with shit, but just understanding that in this big country, everybody's got an opinion that could differ from yours. And maybe I'm the conspiracy theorist who just said a bunch of shit that made you upset because you want me to take a stance on something. And I'm sorry to let you know this, but there's probably a few of you that are voting for Trump. There's probably a few of you voting for Kamala. And you know what I say to you? Good job. You're coming to informed decisions. You're doing research about both of these people. You're finding the good, you're finding the bad, and you're saying, this is the person I'm going to stick it for. This is the person I'm voting for in the ballot box or the battle box, whatever Biden said when he broke up with America. And it's your decision. I can't sit here and convince you otherwise. You know why? Because I'm not a political advocate. I'm not somebody who you should be coming to for political advice. I'm somebody you come to for benign bullshit and entertainment for about 5 to 15 minutes. And I think we running low on time. So I'll end it like this. Continue to do your research and figure out who it is you're going to vote for come November. But remember what I said at the beginning of the year, because it still holds true up until we get a new president. One side's gonna win, one side's gonna lose, one side's gonna cheer, the other side is gonna claim that the side cheering cheated. It's a cycle that's gone on for a long time, and it'll continue to go until we're all dead and the next generation has to deal with it. And my only thing to add is just filling in the blanks when we get there. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next one. Hell, let me know in the comment section, who are you voting for? And maybe give me a reason why so that we could all understand each other for the better. Mwah. Goodbye.